here is Mini Steve without the head. Sorry, Mini Steve. I've misplaced Mini Steve's head. This is the Bodycoon art doll, which has been painted and repainted many, many times, as you can probably see. One of the first things I had to do with the doll was stabilize the feet. I basically took copper wire and wound it around the ankle and then made a little U strap so that it would not have any real lateral movement, so the doll could stay on one foot thusly. The stage are just two metal plates with tiny little holes, and what I did was I took a soldering iron and I melted a little recessed sort of divot in Mini Steve's feet, and then I used these threaded rings, like the kind you put in to hang something out of a wood stud. So what I do here is I stick that screw through the teeny hole, and then I screw it from the bottom into Mini Steve's foot, and that's how I achieve the sort of that. I have pieces of the drum set here, which are just pill bottle tops, obviously not actually sitting on the drums. I was using this armature wire, super malleable and really easy to cut. Kick drum is a mason jar top. Oh, there's your head. Hi, Steve. So back to the doll real quick. So with every head motion, I had to match it with my own head. I devised this way of kind of keeping it centered on a crosshair, and then every time the head moved, I kept the crosshair on the nose, and then I moved my head accordingly, which was a very, very painstaking process. And part of me thinks, oh, should I have just not used this head at all? But I think it's easier for me to get the actual movement of it with my head on there. So anyway, I kept it. Almost all of the props are from either a model shop or Michael's, just miniatures. So here's Steve's, part of Steve's breakfast table. This is made by Hilda Tam. And here's the rocket, which has since lost a fin, just a regular Flying Estes model rocket. This is green key tape, so I can key that out later, and I put myself in the window for the big space flight. All of these lights that are in here are either battery-powered Christmas lights or, remember fidget spinners? Pretty much what I do is pop out the components, pop them in here. Those planets in the moon surface was created by Amanda Narcisse. Hello. Thank you, Amanda, for this awesome moon. Okay, so second verse, second chorus, Mini Steve flies in the rocket ship, lands on the moon. This space was created, obviously, so that I could get the feet fastened on the lunar surface. And then obviously you can see that the feet are hidden. Once in a while, you might see a foot pop up. I kind of forget. I think in the final edit, it's cropped out. But again, this is just here so that I can fasten Steve's feet. The helmet, well, that's actually a helmet. I was trying to think of the best way to get a helmet on that I can move around and I'm not committed to, just in case something were to happen with the angle that I was shooting my head. I wanted to make sure that I actually had an option to digitally move the helmet around if I had to. So I actually ended up shooting my head and the helmet separately, which was a huge pain in the neck, but it did allow me to have some flexibility. In some frames I needed the helmet a little bit bigger, in some frames I needed it a little smaller, and vice versa.
She told me to lighten up and put on my happiest face. And after thinking a while, I knew it was gonna be great.
So after all the Steves were shot, we have living room / rocket ship Steve, we have moon landing Steve, we have singer, and we have drummer. This is the final shot for I'm Serious. I'm doing the background for the band scene that just says Serious. So this is a light bright. I've got my little light bright tabs here. And then I do just a quick stop motion. And did you know that you spelled Serious S-E-I-R-O? I got the letters out of order. Good thing I can fix that. That's, in a nutshell, how I'm Serious was made. I'm definitely going to do this again at some point. And finally, I want to thank Amanda and Hilda once again for their time and patience with me, because this did take me a long time to finish. But without them, there would be no video. So Hilda Tam, Amanda, and Narcisse, thank you for making I'm Serious happen.